Hello guys, and welcome back to this channel. My name is Tosin, and today I'll be bringing you Bbnaija level up updates. Today we'll be talking about the diary session of level 1 housemates. Remember, there are 2 houses for this season, and level 2 housemates had their diary session earlier, and today we'll be talking about the diary session for level 1 housemates. So let's get this video started. The diary session for level 1 housemate started with Bella, of course, our beautiful girl in the house. So Bella did talk about her experience with Biggie. She told Biggie that it has been a wonderful experience and she's having the best time of her life, and she's also happy to be in the house. So talking about her journey, she talked about her audition stage, how she filled the form, what she did, how she had to go through the whole process to get into the house. And talking about being in the show, she said it means everything to her. And this is her fourth time, since she auditioned for the show, and she wants to make a name for herself, and also she believes that the show will help her and her brand. So talking about her fellow level 1 housemates, she believes that everyone is fun and she has made new friends so far, because she's not a friendly person at all, and the vibes and chemistry is there. Bella actually was very expressive during our diary session with Biggie. So she was talking about level 2 housemates, and she also talked about how she met them during the head of house task, and she knew Christy because Christy was our roommate during the lockdown period. So her chances on winning, she did mention that she has 80% chance of winning the show. I mean, she got confused about her own house. Of course, she has everything it takes to win. So she did mention to Biggie that she has everything it takes to win the grand prize, which is 100 million naira. So as per Bella enjoying the house as the tail of the enjoying life as the tail of the house, she said she felt sad because she's actually a competitive person, and she really felt sad, having to get the title tail of the house. So her punishment for the week is to wear her clothes inside out for the rest of the week. So we're moving on to the next housemate, which is Adekunle. So Adekunle's experience in the house has been interesting so far, and he said this is the first for him because he does not open up to people and is in the house with different people, and it has actually been helping him to discover himself so far. So he believes that he's settling into the house properly and is getting comfortable. So talking about his journey to the house, he said it was an unexpected experience. Being on the show means he shouldn't doubt himself at all. I think that's a good one, Adekunle. So he also believes that level 1 housemates are an amazing bunch of people. So he talked about level 2 housemates, and he says he didn't have the opportunity to interact with them. He feels they are very energetic people. They have proved it at the end. They proved it at the end of the game on Monday. So talking about his chances of winning, he feels it is too soon to tell, and things could happen in a different way. So if he stays for a month, then he has a high chance of winning the show. So we are moving on to Doyin. Doyin talked about her experience so far in the house. It has been exciting, and the housemates are amazing so far. So she talked about finding it difficult to trust people in the house. She doesn't know who to trust and who not to trust in the house, and that's where the pressure is coming from for her. So she feels that it is too much in her head, like she feels everything is just too much in her head, but she's getting along with the housemates and it has been good so far. So she does not want to be disrespected in the house, and she doesn't want anyone to disrespect her. So do not give me disrespect and I won't give it to you. So for her, it has been an amazing and nerve-cracking period for her, and coming to the show means a life-changing event and best shot for her. So talking about her thoughts on her fellow housemates, which is level 1 housemate, she feels they are supposed to be together. She feels they're supposed to be together and they are respectful of each other. Talking about level 2 housemates, she says she has not met most of them and that she saw them briefly at the head of house games. So she doesn't want to be negative too soon, and they look like they want to fight. Like she said, they look like they want to fight. So she was not feeling some of them at the head of house games, and she doesn't want to be with them. So her chances of winning the show, she says she feels she has the brains, the looks, and the personality. Of course, she's a confident lady, so she believes that she's going to win the show with all of this. She has a very good chance of winning the show. All right. So we are moving on to Dotun. Dotun's experience in the house has been amazing, and he said he met friendly people in the house. And he said his journey coming to the house, he had to audition 4 times, and he believes that by staying focused, definitely get into the house. So being in the house for him was for him to just be able to identify himself as a winner, and he felt like a winner already being in Biggie's house. So he has attained another phase and is excited about what's to come in life. So talking about his level 1 housemates, he said they've been nice and welcoming, and they've been telling different life stories. Some have intriguing stories, and he feels some are still coming out of their shells, and some have not been, and some have been on strategic mode, obviously. So he's very observant and he's chilled about everything, and they have been nice and welcoming. So talking about level 2 housemates, he didn't believe Biggie would run them straight like that. I mean, everyone has been saying that Biggie ran the streets, he ran the streets. So he didn't believe that Biggie would do that to them, but he knew just one of them because they had to share a room during the lockdown. So he feels that this is actually a competitive space for them, and he likes their energy. So talking about his chances on winning the money, he said he has more than the looks. He has the substance, and he's good at competitions. And he said he has a positive mindset. So he feels he has a fair chance to win the grand prize, which is 100 million naira. He feels he has about 70 to 80%, chance to win the money, and he believes that he's going to go far in the game. That's the spirit, man. That's the spirit. We are moving on to Allison. Allison talked about her experience so far. She said she has been enjoying it and knowing people, bonding with them, and also making new friends. If you guys are following the show, you guys will notice that Allison and Doyin have been very close lately. They've been very close lately. So talking about her journey, she said she went through the audition process. She saw the ad on Ebuka's page and she applied. So being in Big Brother's house is a big deal for her, and she has the opportunity to do a lot. She has a platform to be herself, and she can't wait for what's coming after. So talking about her fellow level 1 housemates, she said she likes most of the people, and she feels like it's just the beginning. So she has connected with most of them, and she's watching them from afar. She's unsure of Chumsy. So she's really unsure of Chumsy in the house. So talking about her fellow level 2 housemates, she said she didn't get to know most of them. So, and talking about her chances on winning the show, she feels like she has a good chance because she is open with everybody. She might not be the most competitive person, but she's ready for every challenges that might come our way. So that's Allison for you during our diary session with Biggie. Moving on to the next person, which is Giddy Fire. Giddy Fire talked about his experience. It has been an amazing one, and he has made new friends. So he talked about his journey to the house, which was an exciting one. And being in the house for him means so many things. And it is time for him. He said it is actually a great time in his life, and that he followed his instinct, and it means that he is here for a purpose. So he thinks that level 1 housemates, he didn't see them, so he talked about a level 1 housemate, which he feels that their energy, and it's also their eagerness to win, and also to stand out in the show. So he talked about it that everybody wants to level up in the house. So talking about level 2 housemates, he didn't meet most of them, but he was excited to see his roommates. Of course, everyone had a roommate during the lockdown, so everybody knew just one person in their whole house. So he feels that the energy amongst themselves, he feels there was something different about the level 2 housemates. But of course, certain mixed feelings for him, and then when he saw them, he feels that they weren't settled with themselves yet. So his chances on winning, we talked about it, and he feels that he's good, and he has a very high chance of winning the grand prize, which is 100 million naira. So talking about Chumsy talked about her experience, and she said she's blending with the other housemates, very well. It has not been easy for her, and she feels that they are all family. Everyone is saying their family week 1. Okay, so talking about her journey, she said it has been tough, and at this point she almost gave up. But when she got to the stage on Sunday, she felt it was an amazing time for her. So being on the show means a lot to her. It's been a life-changing experience and also a huge opportunity for her. So talking about her level 1 housemates, she feels that they are cool, creative, and knowing, and she wants to meet the people in level 2. So she thinks the people on level 2 are crazy in a good way. She said it's in a good way. She didn't mean any harm. And they look like fun, and they are all cute. So on her chances of winning the grand prize, 100 million yen, she said she feels she has 90% chance of winning the show. So let's see how this goes. Chamity. So now we're moving on to Emmett. So Emmett talked about his experience, which has been amazing so far, and he didn't know what to expect coming to the Bbnaija show. So his journey has been of a belief of what the show carries, and he feels that this is a whole lot of things that he can do, and he has a strong capacity, and is finally on TV. So for him, it was an anxious journey for him, and it has been beyond his expectations. For Ms, he believes that he can serve humanity, and being in the Bbnaija house feels like he already won in life. I celebrate your win, Ms. So talking about his level 1 housemates, he feels that they are all considerate as individuals and they are good people. They're talking about level 2 housemates. He mentioned that he has not had time with them, and he feels that they are a great bunch of people. He also sees them as individuals striving against each other, but he doesn't think he will fit in their group if he was in level 2. He said he won't fit in if he was in level 2. For his chances of winning, he believes that he has 60 to 70% chance of winning the grand prize, which is 100 million naira. And he has quite a following on social media, which is true. So this actually makes him consider himself as the winner for the show. Now we're moving on to Mademoiselle Diana. Mademoiselle Diana talked about her experience, and she can't believe she's in Biggie's house finally. So it has been an amazing period for her, and she wants to learn more about her fellow housemates. So talking about her journey, she said it has been challenging and stressful. She respects all the other contestants who are in the house. So talking about level 1 housemates, she did mention that she likes them and they're all different and intelligent. So she also said she can see the stars in the sky, and that everybody wants to shine. So she already mentioned that she can feel the tension in the house. Talking about level 2 housemates, she concentrated on Amaka, and it was a lot of emotions, and it was a destabilizing when she didn't see our roommates in the house. They had roommates during the lockdown, so she was devastated when she didn't see her roommate in the house. The chances of winning the show, she feels like it's 100% for her, because she feels that she's here to win. She's here to grab the grand prize, which is 100 million naira. She said she didn't come to carry last, and she came with plenty loads. And she will be in the house till the last day to win the money. So Biggie then asked her, like, Diana, so like how many loads did you come with? And she mentioned that she came with clothes that would she came with clothes that would sustain her for 100 days. So she's here to win, she's here for the money, she's not here to play. So we are moving on to Chichi. Chichi talked about her experience, and it has been an amazing one. It has been overwhelming for her when it comes to meeting and bonding with new people. She's trying her best to do all of that. So about her journey, she's seeing it come to pass. She's seeing it as a dream come true for her. She said to herself that she's a superstar, and this made her feel special. So talking about level 1 housemates, she feels that they're all understanding and they're still bonding to know each other. And then talking about level 2 housemates, she feels that they are energetic, and she saw some craziness also, and she didn't get to understand them at all. But she did mention that she likes their vibes and energy. So we are moving on to when she talked about her chances of winning the show, and she said she's positive and she's focused on the prize. So she has a 90%, she's actually 90% sure of winning this year's show. Moving on to the last person, moving on to Elo Swag. Elo Swag talked about his experience, and it has been an amazing one for him. That he has met he has met new set of people. He talked about his journey that at first it was great, it was scary for him, and he didn't know how much he was going to make it or not, if he was going to make it to the house or not. So for him it was a 50-50 chance of making it to the house. So being on the show means a lot and has given the opportunity to sell himself. So talking about his fellow level 1 housemates, he said everyone is chilled, and at this point, you know, they are beginning to bring and show their true identity. Then talking about level 2 housemates, you know, he was said he was happy to see his roommates. He feels himself and Brian connect with each other, and they are more energetic and straightforward. So talking about winning the first head of house, you know, title for the season, he said he was really excited to win the title. So talking about his chances on winning the show this year, he said he's 100% sure of winning the Bbnaija season 7 level up show. Now we're moving on to Mr. Fine Boy, which is Shex. Shex talked about his experience in the house, his journey, and also his chances of winning the show. And he told Biggie that he really feels grateful to be in the house. Alright guys, so we've come to the end of the diary session with level 1 housemates. Thank you all for sticking with me. Let me hear from you in the comment section if there's anything you want us to talk about. We're bringing you Bbnaija season 7 updates every day on this platform. Do not forget to follow us on Instagram at OLORISUPERGAL, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok at OLORISUPERGAL. Subscribe to our channel on YouTube, which is OLORISUPERGAL TV. So we can't wait to see you next time. But before then, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and also comment. Drop your comments, you know, in the comment section box below. We can't wait to hear from you. Until next time, guys, it's bye from me. Au revoir.